Having worked with Victoria, who insisted I call her Miss Stucci even though we'd been working together ever since I started my internship 2 months ago, I knew she wasn't the kind of person who accepted excuses for anything, even reasonable ones. Does it have to be tonight? It'll be easier for me to pop into the office in the morning. Do you think I would have wasted time on my Friday night calling you if it wasn't necessary for this to be taken care of right away? I barely held back my retort about how she didn't seem to have any issue with me missing out on my Friday night. I didn't have any hot plans besides watching television with my cat, but she had no way of knowing that I didn't have a life outside of school and my internship. No, probably not. Definitely not, she retorted. Judge Timkins needs those copies first thing tomorrow morning, and I can't trust that you'll get this done in time unless you go in right now. Her explanation didn't make any sense. Court wasn't open during the weekend, and the judge normally cut out early on Fridays. When I'd gotten the internship, I had been excited at the opportunity to learn from someone who had snagged a seat on the bench. I was studying pre-law with the hope to get into a prestigious law school after graduation. At least the internship looked good on paper. It would still increase my odds of landing a clerkship once I reached that point in my education, which meant I couldn't risk getting fired. That wouldn't only blow my shot at a clerkship. It could ruin my chances of attending a decent law school. I couldn't let that happen when all of my future plans hinged on it. "How will I get into the office?" I asked. "The courthouse is closed until Monday morning." "Just because the courthouse is closed doesn't mean it's empty. There's still a security guard on duty. I'll call and ask him to let you inside so he's expecting you. Don't dawdle." "I'll head over right away," I assured her. "Should I let you know when it's done?" "And interrupt my Friday night even more?" she scoffed. "Absolutely not." "Alrighty then," I mumbled when she ended the call without saying goodbye or thanking me for running this errand outside of the hours I was assigned to work. Although I was the lowest person on the office hierarchy, mine was an unpaid internship. The least she could have done was call someone who had earned time and a half for going into the office on a Friday night. I shifted Snowball off my lap to set him on the floor, and he let out a plaintive meow. "Sorry, buddy. It looks as though Mommy has to go to work for a little bit." Getting to my feet, I padded over to my closet and switched out of my cozy pajamas and into a slightly less comfortable outfit of black leggings with a black sweatshirt pulled over a gray t-shirt. Then I dumped the unpopped kernels out of the bowl and rinsed the butter and salt out at the bottom. Once that was done, I shoved my feet into my shoes and grabbed a bottle of water. As I gathered my purse and keys, Snowball wound around my legs with a meow. Bending over, I picked him up to cradle his furry body against my chest. I gave him a scratch behind his ear and headed into the kitchen to grab his favorite treats. Pouring a couple into my palm, I moved my hand under his mouth so he could nibble on them. "There you go. Don't be too mad at me. I wish I was still cuddled up with you on the couch, too." I walked over and dropped him onto a cushion, giving him another scratch. "Keep my spot warm for me, Snowball." I kissed his nose, laughing softly at his grumpy expression. "Hopefully this won't take too long, and we can get back to our binge-watching soon."